Just before we take a tour of the Office 365 user interface and get comfortable in our surroundings, if you want to follow along with me, obviously, you'll need to subscribe to Office 365. Now, if you're not sure about whether or not this is for you, there are free trials for many of the different versions or packages available to you. So let's take a look now. Here at office.microsoft.com, looking at the home page, you'll see a Try It Today link here for Office 365. Now, this is for business. If we go to Products and scroll down a little bit, you'll notice that we have Try It Now links for home users, their small business, even for mid-sized businesses. But even further, if you were to go to the Compare Options link, you'll be able to see exactly what you're getting in that free trial. For example, I've already subscribed to the small business trial. If we go to Compare Options, you'll see there are many different options for small business. The pricing we see at the time of this recording is, of course, always subject to change. And the one that offers the free trial is this one right here, Office 365 Small Business Premium. So that's what I'm going to be using. And as we scroll down, you can see all of the things you get with that type of subscription. So with the 1-month trial, it gives you a good opportunity to try it out and see if it's right for you. Now, you can also sign in directly from here once you've actually created your account. Clicking Sign In gives you a couple of options, your Microsoft account or your organizational account. So if you've set it up for an organization like a small business, you could go here, and that will take you to the login screen. I would create a shortcut to this screen that would allow you to log in or sign in at any time. Now, you might not see an actual account or user ID here, and if that's the case, you're looking at a user ID field that's blank along with a password field. But as you create your user IDs, it will be remembered if you choose the Remember Me checkbox. That means going forward, you can show your saved user IDs, select the right one, and just click Sign In. All you'll need is your password. When you click Sign In, you're taken to your home page. Now remember, the first person to set up Office 365 is the administrator. You're automatically given administrator privileges. So the first thing you're going to see here is our Getting Started pane. And across the top, you'll notice in the top left corner an Office 365 link. Clicking this will always take you to office.com, right to the home page. But we also have links across the top for going to Outlook, our calendar, People, Newsfeed, SkyDrive, Sites, and you'll also see, if you're the administrator, an admin link. And notice that that's where we're taken to automatically when we sign in. You'll see that little arrow pointing up just below admin. You'll also see Help. For example, get right to work, check email, schedule meetings, etc. And you can see that involves SkyDrive. You can close these balloons up if you don't want them. And in fact, when you go down to the Getting Started pane here that shows up in blue, you could start creating an email address for yourself, customizing your Office 365 email to your own company email. There are some collaboration options to be set up, your public website that comes with your free trial, as well as software for downloading the latest version of Office and other desktop, phone, and tablet apps. Now, if you don't care to see this, there is a Hide the Getting Started pane. And going forward, this is really what you're going to see as the administrator. You'll see sections here like Service Settings. Here's where we go to set up email, calendar, and contacts, as well as sites and document sharing. There's instant messaging, meetings, and conferencing, and mobile access. Now, as we move through the various lessons and chapters in this title, we'll be going through things like adding users and resetting passwords. You'll see licenses as well, where we can manage and purchase additional licenses if we want. With this particular free trial, we get 10 licenses. One's taken up by ourselves, but then we have 9 more in this particular trial where we can set up licenses for 9 additional users. Also domains where we can manage our website and our email domains. And you can see down below service status, support, and setup, which has a link to take us back to that Getting Started pane if you want it back. So at any time, give it a click, and you're back here. And what you're going to see are wizard-driven step-by-step instructions for setting up each of the various sections like email, collaboration, your website, and so on. As you go across the top here as well, you'll notice we can go directly to our Outlook by clicking Outlook. Now we'll take you to another page, and you'll be using the Outlook web app in this case. From here, you'll notice that we have a setup for our own email. We have a pane that shows us a list of our messages, and any message that is selected is displayed over here on the right-hand side. Same thing if we go to Calendar. We'll be looking at our own calendar. And your users will have their own Outlook, calendar, people, links, etc. The only thing that users won't have if you don't set them up as administrators is this admin link. So if we go back to admin, at any time we can come here to set up new users, create email addresses for our users, licensing, etc. Also, from your own name drop-down, you can sign out at any time. And it's recommended, of course, if you're going to be leaving your computer to sign out. And then there are settings you can access as well by clicking this little cog icon for Office 365 settings. Click the link and you'll be getting into more specific settings for yourself, for software, changing your password, etc. I'm going to go back to admin. So that's a quick tour of the user interface and the various areas that you can access as an administrator and as a regular user. The very first thing you're going to do as an administrator is begin to set up new users and their emails. We'll talk about that next.